Hi guys, welcome to video 3 in this mini series of how to set up a Google AdWords account. Now at this point, if you haven't watched videos 1 and 2, you probably want to watch these first before you watch this one, because this is the continuation of where we are on video 1 and 2. So at this point here, okay, we are on the search network only, and what I'm going to do here, you're prompted to actually call your first ad word or your ad group name. I'm going to call this Ferrari 1. I'm just giving this, just doing this as an example, and I want to show you some good things and some bad things about Google AdWords from this point onwards. Okay, so what I'm prompted to do here, okay, is you know, obviously what you're going to do to this is customize your first ad for whatever business or service you are selling, okay, to your customer. Now it's important at this point, okay, that we get things right, because, you know, what I would suggest you do to start off with, okay, is go and have a look at what else other people are advertising for your particular keywords which you will have in mind. Okay, so if your business is being a florist, then obviously you're going to be looking at keywords around flowers, different times of the year. If you're selling books, then obviously your targeted audience will be a certain person who will be buying a certain type of book. That's the kind of thing what we're looking to do here. Now your ad, okay, is very, very important, because obviously this is what's going to attract the potential customer to your landing page or your website main homepage. Now what I would suggest as well, okay, is always have in consideration of the landing page which you are going to, you know, send traffic to. So really what you need is, if you're selling, let's say for example, a red widget, then the page which you are going to land traffic on needs to be all about red widgets, and it also needs a strong call to action. And a good strong call to action with a good product and price means that you'll more than likely get the customer to buy the product, rather than if you've got something which is really, really inexpensive and not competitive within your market. Because, you know, the way people search the internet now, they look for the best prices, so they will research other sites similar to yours, other products similar to yours. So obviously if you can be very competitive, that always helps your AdWords campaign as well, because, you know, people are very sort of fickle these days. You know, they want the best price and they want the best service, which is, you know, that's what we all want in life. Okay, so what we're going to do here, okay, we've got a few things to fill in. Now, I'm just doing this as an example, okay, I've not got a Ferrari car to sell, okay, but this is how I would write an ad, okay. So the headline goes here. Now, it's always a good idea, okay, to capitalize the first word, okay, within your word of your headline and also your description as well. The reason that is, it just stands out a little bit better on the page, okay, and a bit more of an authority on there. So as you can see here, what I've done is description line number 1, Ferrari red 430 Rossa. I could put in there for sale. Okay, as you can see, now that's come up as on my local machine as a misspell. Okay, now I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so I know that's how the word is spelt, so, you know, I'm pretty cool with that. Immaculate condition throughout, okay, and the display URL is www.ferrari.com, and the destination URL, okay, is ferrari.com. Now what you can do, okay, obviously if you've got a site, or if you're deep linking, what we call deep linking into a page within your site structure, okay, so it's like, you know, it could be about us page or a product page or anything like that, then obviously you don't want to have lots of, you know, coding and stuff and different numbers on there if you've got like a site what generates pages like that. So, you know, the display URL can be just your website name, okay, and the destination URL will be the actual page you want to land the traffic on. So that doesn't matter if it's you know, got all the numbers on, whatever, and all the letters, because this won't be seen by the public. The only thing what's going to see this, okay, is Google. Alright, so that's where we are, and this is how the ad actually looks. Okay, if we just pull this over so you can see, so this is how my ad is actually going to look. Alright, so Ferrari.com, Ferrari red 430 Rossa for sale, immaculate condition throughout. Okay, you know, it's not a big strong call to action on there, but the description describes what I'm actually selling. Okay, So what I would do at this point, okay, is always have a look round at what other people are, how they're writing their ads, because this is kind of a science. Okay, and there's no, well, there is a wrong way. Okay, with a strong call to action, it's always good. You can include prices on there as well. I wouldn't necessarily do dates on there, because obviously you have to go back in with dates, but you can put prices on there, and you know, just do the research, guys. Okay, that's where you need to do. Always do the research. Okay, now I can sort of do an ad extension. Okay, just for this demonstration purposes, I'm not going to do that. Okay, but I can do the ad extension, so I can include things like a telephone number if I wanted to do. If you know, if I'm selling something like a one-off car, that's probably a good idea to put my telephone number on there. And then what I'm also looking at here, okay, is select the keywords. All right. Now if I click on this, okay, this ad group isn't quite ready for you. Okay, so what I'm looking to do here, I've got to add at least one keyword to this particular ad group. Okay, now, okay, so let me just scroll down the page a little bit so you can see this. Okay, just click on select keywords again. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, okay, is my particular advert here, okay, is for a Ferrari 430. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just type in Ferrari 430. Okay, Ferrari Rossa red. Okay, make sure that you do get this right and spell it right, otherwise it's not going to be good. Okay, 430 for sale. Okay, Ferrari for sale. Now what I tend to do with any ad group is keep them small, so I have no more than 10 keywords. Now obviously keyword research is paramount to any decent and good AdWords campaign. So if you've got a keyword tool, you'll know with your business what keywords will attract the traffic to your site. Okay, you will have some idea, and hope if you've got a decent site you've already done that process, because obviously the more targeted the traffic onto your site, okay, the better attraction of customer you're going to get. Okay, at the end of the day, what we want in an ideal situation is the person who has got their credit card or debit card out ready to buy from your site when they land on your site, and that's an ideal situation. But like I said, the targeted traffic landing on a really good page with lots of good content and a good strong call to action is more than likely going to, you know, interact with your site and basically sort of buy off you. Okay, now obviously, you know, if you can use AdWords for other things as well. You can attract AdWords onto a page where you want them to sign up for something like an email list and stuff like that. You can do that. Okay, but you need to be you know, targeting your keywords here. So as you can see here, okay, the Ferrari bicycle is obviously a popular search because I'm getting a lot of that. Okay, now I don't want that, but I've got other options here as well. Okay, so Ferrari's obviously doing clothes as well now. Okay, category Formula 1, I don't want that. Okay, I just go down here and I'm looking at all these different keywords which are associated with the Ferrari keyword. Okay, shoes, toys, category Ferrari, Alonso, which is obviously an F1 driver. Okay, so I'm not looking at any of those. Okay, now obviously you will have, if I just went onto here and clicked on Ferrari here, okay, so you can see I can add these keywords to the actual AdWords, to the ad group selection if I want to as well. Obviously Ferrari perfume, okay, Ferrari toy model, don't want any of those. Okay, but if I did want to add one, okay, if I just want to add that, it automatically goes in there, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, now all I'm going to do from here on, let me just bring this down the page so you can see what I'm going to do. Okay, now we can set up and bill later. Okay, so, or we can continue to bill in now. If we can continue to bill in now, what's basically going to happen, okay, and it happens with all AdWords campaigns, you're going to have to enter your details. Now there's a number of ways you can pay. The most easiest way is obviously with an active credit card or debit card. and basically what will happen is you can then put the details of that in, okay, and then your ads will be allowed to actually run from that point onwards. Now you can also add a bank account details, you know, and they'll bill you straight from your bank account, entirely up to you, or you can actually credit the account with X amount of money to start off with and then work to that particular budget. So there's a number of ways, you know, Google's will take your money very happily on a number of ways. So you know, don't worry about not paying Google, because they will come looking for you. Okay. Now, for any reason, if you do use a credit card and that credit card hasn't got enough money on it, there's not enough credit on there, then basically what will happen is you'll get an email confirmation from Google saying that your ads have stopped. Okay, and that's purely because they couldn't take a payment. And in the beginning, okay, they will take a payment every day or every other couple of days. Okay, and they won't let the budget go too far for what you've actually set. Okay, so there's no getting away with it. You have to pay your AdWords bill, and Google's got a very good at actually finding ways to actually take your money off you. Okay, so now I'm going to go and set up later. Okay, I'm going to set up the billing later. Now my ads won't go live, okay, until my are actually active and I've paid some money. Okay, your account isn't active. To activate your account and start running your ads, you'll enter your billing information. Okay, so there we go. So this is what I've got here. Now, as a rule of thumb, and this is a really good tip, okay, never ever just have one ad running in one ad group. Okay, the reason being, you want to do what we call running your ads side by side, so they're in competition with each other. So we can go to ads here, okay, and what we can do, all right, is actually add another ad. Okay, very simple. All we do is click on where it says plus ad, okay, and then basically what we can do is actually write another ad. So I could put on here Ferrari car 430, okay, and what we're going to do here is split test against the other ad. So I can change things around a little bit. So Ferrari for sale, I'm going to put for sale at the beginning, okay, and just change things around like that. Now obviously you can, what you basically happens is when your ads start running, when you've paid your bill, okay, then you can split test this, and you can sort of like see which ad is better performing the other one. And okay, and I'm going to run through sort of how this works. I'm just going to save this ad here. Okay, so you can see now, okay, if I just pull this across, I've got two AdWords sorry, ad groups, or two ads in this particular ad group, Ferrari 1, and once at the moment they're under review. Now I was hoping, okay, that the term Ferrari, I'm going to talk to you about this, I'm hoping the term Ferrari is actually going to get flagged as a trademark name. Now you'll find, okay, that certain sort of brand names, okay, will be protected by copyright, and you will not be allowed to use those in any of your ads when you're using your AdWords campaign. Now if you're a retailer, that can be sometimes frustrating, because obviously if you're retailing a brand named item, or you're selling a brand name item and you want to sell it via AdWords, then you could actually get stopped. Now what you can do, there is like sort of what I call the grovel button, where you can actually sort of talk to Google and say, look, I am a retailer of this particular this garment, or if I'm selling this particular brand and I need to advertise on Google AdWords, can I have an exception? Sometimes they will allow it, sometimes they won't. It all depends on the person on the other end, and there's no two people the same. So you might get away with it, you might not. Okay, you can. Okay, some companies, okay, if you're selling on behalf of them, will allow you an exception and probably allow you to get in touch with Google on their behalf and give you a number or something which you can actually pass. Okay, but just bear that in mind. Okay, so I've got a feeling, because it's under review, okay, that I probably it's been reviewed by Google. In fact, okay, I've got the term Ferrari in there. Now, you know, fair enough, okay, I can understand that, and I'm cool with that. Now what will happen is, over time, okay, is that we will get some stats. Okay, once the ads start running, okay, then we will get the clicks, how many clicks they've had, okay, how many impressions, and an impression will count as somebody types in one of my keywords and how many times the ads have shown. Now obviously if the ads, I'm not going to get a click every time somebody types in Ferrari 430, okay, because not everybody's hopefully not looking to buy, okay. If they are, I could sell a car very, very quickly and I could take the ad down. But okay, the click-through rate, okay, the click-through rate is calculated basically by the impressions and click, okay. So a decent click-through rate can be, you know, anything above 2 or 3% is a good click-through rate, okay. Because at the end of the day, when a person's actually typed something in onto Google, there's going to be 10 ads, okay? Yours will be one of the ads, okay? And there's going to be 10 natural listings as well. So you've got a 1 in 20 chance, okay? Now obviously, if you're prepared to pay a little bit more, then the chances are you're going to be up there at the top left, okay? The first, you know, when somebody types something into Google, most people will always click the first or second link, okay? And if that's an AdWords ad, then obviously they're going to get the lion's share of the traffic, okay. Not necessarily they're going to get the lion's share of all the sales, okay, but that's normally what the case is, because if somebody's got a really good AdWords campaign, okay, then and they're getting a lot of traffic, then obviously that's a good thing. So that's how we do it, okay. That's how we set up our first AdWords campaign. Alright, now we've also got at the top here opportunities. Okay, if we just click on this. Now Google AdWords is an education within itself, okay, and this is why so many people, okay, do actually actually have outside agencies, other people, or you know, like a media company, actually running their campaigns for them. Because it can be time consuming, and if you're a business owner and you're running your own business, the last thing you want to do when you finish at night time is probably come home and have to go through all the figures on Google. Whereas if you outsource it, okay, then that's not a bad thing. But obviously that does cost money. If you're a new company, then you want to keep things very, very small. Just dip your toe in the water. Don't go absolutely mad where you think, right, I'm going to spend $1,000 today and let's just go fishing, okay. The most successful people using Google AdWords, okay, are the people who have done the research. They've got targeted traffic, i.e. good keyword selection. They know what the customers are actually searching onto Google to find their particular product or service. So make sure you do the groundwork. It will save you time, and more importantly, it will save you money in the long run as well. Okay, so the opportunities are here, okay, and you know, basically you have to bill, you have to pay your bill first before they allow you to do that, and obviously with tools as well, okay. Just what we'll do as well at a later stage, we will have a look at a live account, a proper live account, where we can look at click-through rates, etc., etc. So if I just go back to campaigns now, just a quick note, okay, before we do that, okay, just let this load up. As you see, we've got the thing coming up here, okay. We can actually, yeah, the first thing what they want to do here is obviously this big red thing coming at the top here, okay. They want us to fix it, okay, and basically by fixing it means, okay, that they want to actually right, here we go. Look, now I've just had this reviewed, all right, as you can see, okay, and it's taken while I've been doing doing this video about 7 or 8 minutes to actually have the ad actually reviewed by Google. Now obviously I've got a feeling this is being done automatically on a computer rather than a person looking at it, but they've passed the ad, okay, which is cool, okay. So I can have a look at the ads here. Alright, let's see. Oh no, we're still under review. We're still under review. I do apologise, okay. I thought that was a bit quick. Normally with a trademark key term, okay, they will actually have a human visitor look at it. But you can see, alright, already, okay, how things are going to get quite expensive on this particular keyword here. What I'm looking at, okay, is an auto. This is what basically Google have sort of suggestion that for me to actually pay per click, okay, for these particular key terms, I'm looking around £1.89. Okay, now you can imagine if you get busy very, very quickly, all right, you can soon bleed out a £50 a day budget, okay, very, very quickly. So, okay, you know, what we're going to look at in future videos is looking at time filters, and we're going to look at ways of actually cutting down costs. But that's just wanted to show you in these 3 first videos, okay, just how to set up a basic AdWords account. And then what we'll do in the next few videos is have a look at some of the tips and tricks and give you some idea of how to save money and advertise successfully on Google AdWords.